On the 512th day of the war in Ukraine, the fighting was mainly concentrated in these areas. The Ukrainian army had significant success in the Bakhmut front during the last 48 hours, advancing in several points of the front line. Initially, it was reported by Russian sources that the Ukrainian forces had penetrated their positions in the northern heights of Klishivka, where heavy fighting was reported inside the trench network. Today, based on geolocated videos, we can confirm that the Ukrainian army managed to take control over a part of the trench network. This was also confirmed by Russian sources, which on the other hand say that the fighting for the control of this area is still ongoing and that the Russian artillery is working to repel the Ukrainian forces. A few kilometers to the south, Russian forces reported yesterday that Ukrainian forces had reached the outskirts of Andriivka and that fighting was taking place less than 3 kilometers west of the village. The Ukrainian artillery continues to weaken the Russian defenses in this area, preparing for a powerful offensive. In other parts of the front line, Russian and Ukrainian sources report that fighting continues in the outskirts of Berkivka and Yahidne. Ukrainian forces are trying to recover the territory they lost after the Russian counterattack south of Berkivka and reportedly have advanced a little towards Yahidne. While further north, the Ukrainian army has improved its tactical position by advancing east of Orikovo-Vasilivka, gaining ground near the E40 highway. It seems that the Ukrainian command is confident that it will succeed on this front. The commander of the ground forces of the Ukrainian army, Syrskyi, said that the conditions are slowly being created for the Ukrainian forces to recapture the city of Bakhmut faster and with fewer casualties than the Russian forces had when they occupied the city 2 months ago. In Donetsk front, yesterday the Russian forces carried out a quick assault to take control of the Trudovskaya mine located between the cities of Krasnohorivka and Marinka. Initially, it was reported about the success of the Russian forces in this direction since their attack was quick and surprising and was also conducted on an area that has not seen any major attacks for a long time. Later, videos were posted on the Ukrainian Telegram channels, where it seems that the Ukrainian artillery had caused a lot of damage to the Russian units, destroying many of their armored vehicles and tanks. As it is reported today by Ukrainian sources, due to the high intensity of the Ukrainian artillery fire in this area, it seems that the Russian forces have failed to establish control over the area. Some other Russian sources said that their assault had failed and the remaining units have withdrawn to their initial positions. Further north, in Avdiivka, the Ukrainian source Deep State Map reported that the Russian forces have advanced in the area south of Vesele, regaining most of the territories they lost about 1 month ago after a Ukrainian counterattack in this area. Regarding the major offensive of Russia in the direction of Kupyansk-Liman front, military experts and officials of the Ukrainian army have stated that the Russian offensive will be an attempt to interrupt the Ukrainian counteroffensive on the Bakhmut and Zaporizhzhia fronts. According to them, the Russian offensive at the moment does not pose any threat on the southern part of the front line in the direction of the key cities of Liman, Izium and Slovyansk. This is because, according to the head of the Ukrainian Center for Military Research, Alexander Musienko, the Ukrainian army has almost the same number of troops concentrated in the southern part of the front. While, as we reported on our previous video, according to Russian sources, the Ukrainian command has added 5 more brigades to strengthen the Ukrainian defenses along the entire front line. A good number of these troops are being sent on the northern part of the front in the direction of Kupyansk. During the last 2 days, the Russian army has carried out powerful missile and drone attacks throughout the territory of Ukraine, with the main focus being on the cities of Odessa and Mykolaiv. According to the Ukrainian media, several objects, including grain facilities and port infrastructure, were targeted in the city of Odessa. Today, it was reported that at least 20 people were injured by Russian attacks on Mykolaiv. The Ukrainian army responded with several drone and missile attacks targeting the military facilities of the Russian army in Crimea. That's all for today's video. Please don't forget to help the channel grow by liking the video and subscribing. And also for those who want to support the channel, you can visit my Patreon page. Thank you.